Hey everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic here, and wow, there's some breaking news involving a big acquisition from WWE. That's right, they have signed, according to PW Insider, as long as paperwork all goes through alright and everything's fine, they have signed Rockstar Spud. Spud is a borderline legend of the UK wrestling scene, or at least the modern day UK wrestling scene. He is a man who doesn't have the physical gifts you generally associate with a professional wrestler, especially in WWE. I'm talking about height. He's a pretty short guy, but he's made up for that with boundless enthusiasm, amazing charisma, a fantastic sense of humour, work ethic, in-ring ability, everything you could ask for in a professional wrestler. And it looks like finally, he will be making that big jump to WWE. For those of you who are maybe unfamiliar with the UK independent scene, maybe you're one of our North American viewers, you may well be familiar with Spud from his time spent in Impact Wrestling, or TNA as it was known during his time there. He won the 2013 British Boot Camp, and also he's a two-time former X Division champion as well. So a lot of experience there for Spud to draw upon should he go over without a hitch to WWE. A lot of experience to draw upon from wrestling in North America already. Apparently, when he begins, he will be wrestling on the 205 Live roster. That's quite an important bit, which I should have potentially mentioned earlier in the video. Some more news now regarding Survivor Series. We originally were going to lead with this story, but then the Spud news broke and we thought that was bigger. John Cena will be the 5th member of Team SmackDown, as announced by Shane McMahon today on Twitter. Cena will join Shane himself, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, and John Cena, he's the 5th one, I was counting him. He will join those 4 guys for the traditional elimination 5-on-5 Raw vs SmackDown tag match on November 19th at Survivor Series. His opponents will consist of, if I can do this in one go, I'll be also very pleased, Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle's son, Jason Jordan, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and Braun Strowman. Yes, I got it. This should put to bed certain rumours that John Cena was going to be the special guest referee of that big champion versus champion match between Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal, or Lesnar and AJ Styles, as it's now been kind of rebooked as after AJ's WWE Championship win this Tuesday on SmackDown. This development should really put those rumours to bed. Cena probably isn't going to be the special guest referee, but this is intriguing because rumours were circulating that if it wasn't Cena, it was going to be another big name such as Steve Austin or The Rock. Personally, especially now that it's AJ versus Brock Lesnar, which should be a brilliant match in its own right, I don't think there is too much need for a special guest referee after all. There was never any confirmation of that stipulation, and if I had to put money on it, I'd say that we're looking at a straight singles match. And finally, some news coming out. Why do I keep scratching my chin again during the start of takes? And finally, some news coming out of Monday Night Raw, where Corey Graves drew a comparison between Enzo Amore and Piers Morgan. For those of you unaware, Piers Morgan is a UK TV personality / journalist who often takes to social media to air his inflammatory and controversial opinions. He's also gained some notoriety in the US, where I believe he's been presenting as well. So maybe you've heard of him if you're one of our American viewers. You'll certainly know about him if you're one of our UK viewers. I hope my tone of voice doesn't give away my own opinions on the man. But basically, Corey Graves, as Enzo was making his way into the ring on Raw, said something along the lines of Enzo. He compared the level of hatred for Enzo to the level of hatred for Piers Morgan. Morgan didn't take too kindly to this and responded yesterday on Twitter saying, aren't you that guy who couldn't cut it at wrestling and had to turn to bad commentary instead? Two things there, Piers Morgan. First of all, Corey Graves could cut it as a wrestler. He was a wrestler on NXT. It was more the fact that several injuries affected him over the course of his career and forced him to retire from in-ring competition. Secondly, bad commentary is a flat-out lie. Graves is widely regarded as one of the finest colour commentators in the world of wrestling, maybe even the best, despite his limited experience in the role. He's only been doing it for a few years, and already he's regarded as one of the very best in his field. So I think bad commentary is a very dubious opinion to have indeed. Again, I hope the way that I'm delivering these lines doesn't betray my own personal bias in the matter. Graves responded and defended himself, saying, look, Piers, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I just googled most hated man in the UK. And then Renee Young stepped in and suggested that Piers must be having a lonely night if he feels the need to search his own name on Twitter, which I'm sure he does. Enzo Amore then jumped in on the side of Piers, but I think that's fine because Enzo's a heel and he was kind of siding with Piers because of Corey's comparison in kayfabe. He was saying that about Enzo when he was making the comparison to Piers. So Enzo kind of probably won't suffer any heat for getting involved I think he should be fine. That's all for now. Thank you for watching our special triple header news story here at Cultaholic. I've been Jack from Cultaholic. Please do follow me on Twitter at Jack the Jobber. Do follow all of us at Cultaholic. And if you want, don't forget to check out our Patreon. There's a system of tier-based rewards. We'd really appreciate that. And if not, no worries. Just give the video a like and support us and share and all the rest of it. And yeah, there's not much more to say. Thank you very much for watching once again. I've been Jack, and don't forget to join us.